Hey guys, so I know I look really bad right now, but that's because I just got back from a photo shoot and I'm really tired. But I wanted to share with you guys about Kent brushes. I don't know if you've heard of it. This is Kent. Okay, Kent is basically a UK brand. They actually started off many years ago, about 200 plus years ago. They were established in 1977. No, 1777. That's 200 plus years back. And they actually started off with brushes. Let's see, hair brushes for men, for women. Let's see, got these little pretty cute ones here. They even have combs. Oh, they even have little baby brushes, as in, you know, the ones for babies, the softer ones, the ones that are a lot more delicate on the skin. They've got combs, hell lot of stuff here. They even have toothbrush. Okay, so one of their okay, if you're wondering what's this got to do with me, well, basically, let me find that page. KentBrushes also do cosmetic brushes. Actually, they only have one set right now, which is the set of 12 brushes. Okay, this one's. Okay, it comes in a set of 12 brushes, as you can see. And I'm not too sure what they're retailing for in UK or anywhere else, but if you're in Singapore, they're retailing for about 300 plus. But if you buy it online at the shop, it's about 200 plus. So it's about 30% of savings. So these brushes, basically you cannot get them at the stores here. You cannot get them at the stores here. They're only available at velvet.com. This is Velvet. Okay, Velvet basically is the sole exclusive distributor of KentBrushes in Singapore. So I got an email a couple of weeks back from Roger from Velvet, and saying that he asked if I wanted to give KentBrushes a go. And I actually did a bit of research online, and I realized that I haven't really seen anything about KentBrushes, so I was a bit apprehensive at first, but I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to try something new. So he sent the brushes to me, and it came in a big box yesterday, and I got really excited opening it up. So it came with a set of 12 brushes. Okay, so these are the brushes. Alright, so I'm gonna just show you the brushes one by one. So the first one is the little kabuki, which comes in this cute little leather casing. Okay, so this is the kabuki, and it's relatively soft. Not as soft as their powder brush. I prefer the powder brush, it's so amazing. But this is, it's pretty soft, but it's not as soft as a powder brush. But I like it because it's so fluffy and great for buffing out, adding bronzer and stuff. Other 11 brushes, I like their packaging a lot, basically because, okay, it comes in this little plastic container. Of course, I don't use the plastic, I just keep it in my brush case. And behind you've got tons of information. First off, you can see the little logo here. Okay, so 12, and then it tells you what number it is. Each brush has a number. You can see the number 11 here. Okay, so this is brush number 11, and it's a powder brush, and it basically explains to you what you can use the brush for. Okay, so like over here it says use brush to apply powder after foundation and concealer. Powder sets the skin and creates an even base. So for those who are not entirely familiar with brushes, this is really useful because you can actually get a bit of explanation here. And then it's got a bit of a tip here in red for you. For this brush, it says, top tip, a whisper of powder is a superb alternative as a base for those with an even skin tone. Okay, so every brush has got their own little what do you call that, tip for it. Okay, so this is number 11, which is the powder brush, and I am so in love with this. Previously I mentioned about another favorite brush of mine. I think this might have just topped it. This is so soft, and I actually used it on my model today. I washed all the brushes last night just to disinfect them, even though they're brand new, and I had a photo shoot today, so I made sure I used more or less all the brushes on my model. And while I was buffing her face with the powder brush, I asked her, I was like, you know, how does it feel? Is it soft? And she immediately told me she loved it, and she actually said it's soft, and she loves the feeling because it's not too much, like you don't feel too much of the bristles. Some brushes, if they're not very fine. You actually feel the bristles poking into your skin, and so that's what she mentioned. She said that you don't really feel the bristles poking, so she really loved it, and I really love it because just by playing with it on my hand, I'm just like, wow, it's so soft. Okay, I can't stop playing. So that's number 11. Number 10 is the blusher brush. Okay, the blusher brush, I used it on myself actually also, and I like it because previously my favorite blusher brush was the one from MAC. The one for, I mean, when I say blusher brush, I mean application of color. So previously it was from MAC, but I always had an issue with the MAC brush tends to pick up a lot of color even though you'll dab a little bit, but this one, I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it doesn't pick up as much color, which in a way is kind of good because you don't want too much product on your face, because you know what they say, always easier to add product on than to having to actually remove the product. So it's always better to have a little bit product, and then you can always build your way up. So this is the number 10. This is the blusher brush. I really love it, and it's so small. I mean, it's not really small, but it's pretty compact, so you can fit into most of your makeup pouches. Okay, and then number 9 would be, I feel like this is some kind of countdown. So number 9 would be the contour blush. Okay, so this is like the blusher brush, only thing is angled. Okay, and then number 8 is the foundation brush. Now, I mentioned before, I'm not a huge fan of foundation brushes, but so far one of my favorite foundation brushes is the one from Essence of Beauty, but this one feels pretty soft too. I haven't tried this yet, but I'm gonna try it soon, and I'll let you know whether it's, you know, a good brush or not. So far it feels soft, but I really don't know yet, so I'm not gonna say anything about that yet. Then we have number 7, which is the concealer brush. Okay, so the concealer brush, pretty much the same as the foundation, smaller size. I have yet to use this. And then number 6, you have the lip brush. I used it on a model earlier, and it's really good. The reason why I like this is because previously my lip brushes, even though they were rounded, they were a lot more smaller, which is probably good if you want to have really detailed application. But with this size, I really like this size because it's got a round tip to it, right? So it was easy, and it's flat, so it's easy to really line her lips with the lip color and, you know, application. So this was really good. And number 5 would be the angled eyeliner brush. I use this as well today. Okay, so this is the angled eyeliner brush. I like it because it's flat, right? I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I like it because it's flat. I don't know why I keep dropping things today. I actually use this for a bit of smudging on the top lash line for one of my models today, and I really like it. I have number 4. This is a really cute brush. This is the Definition Socket Liner brush. Definition Socket Line brush. Okay, it's like a, basically like the 219 from MAC. It's like a pencil brush, but no, it's a bit bigger size. So I guess you could use this for large scale smudging. I wouldn't recommend it for the lower lash line, it might mess up a little bit, but I haven't used this yet. I think it's probably good for in the socket crease area if you want to create a bit of definition. I've yet to try this, but I'm dying to try it because it looks really interesting. I've never gotten a brush that looks like this before. And then number 3, okay, number 3 I think might be pretty familiar if you own MAC brushes. This looks a lot like the MAC 275, which is the angled brush, which I happen to love a lot. I love the MAC 275. I think I mentioned it many times. It's the angled fluffy brush. I like it because it's angled and it's fluffy, so when you apply color into the crease, it kind of blends everything up for you. I actually used it today in my crease area, if you can see today. I applied like just a simple darker color, so you can see it's a very precise line. At the same time, it kind of like blended out so it doesn't stand out too harsh. So yeah, this is the number 3 brush. I have number 2 brush, which is the eye groomer brush. Okay, so you can use this for your eyebrows or sometimes for your eyelashes. And then last brush is number 1, which is the angled eyebrow brush. If you guys are interested, please do drop by velvet.com and check out I'll put the link below. So check it out. Maybe you can even buy a couple of brushes. I have actually listed all the price at my blog, so you can check out the blog, this at my facesbysarah.com, or you can also check out at their website directly. So that was it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.